What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title of this video, I have here the Modern Love collection from Melt. And yeah, few surprises in this video that I wasn't expecting, but let's get her open and I will show you what this looked like. It pops right out just like that. Very tight fitting if you want to keep it. On that note, I do have a special needs child. You'll hear him in the background clapping his hands and making noise. He's jealous of anyone or anything that takes my time from him. Alrighty. Wanted to add that in for those of you that don't know. This is what my box looked like. It came with the little Melt card in it. And yeah, this was one of my Valentine's gifts from my honey. So thankful. He's wonderful and buys me all this makeup all the time. But yeah. Anyway, without further ado and without gabbing too much, I don't want this video to be extremely long, which it always ends up long. My first impressions, I don't know why, but it does. So without further ado, let's get into this collection, shall we? Alright, so I have my eyes primed with my Anastasia primer and my brows done with my Anastasia Brow His and Dip Brow Gel. And yes, let's open this baby up. And yes, so pretty. I think I'm going to start out with my Morphe E27 big fluffy brush, and I'm going to pick up some pink leather and use this as my transition shade. I sat staring at this palette this morning trying to figure out what eye look I wanted to do, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna wing it because we're gonna see where we go, how we're feeling. And just as I figured, that went on really smooth and easily. Now I'm going to take my Sigma E25 blending brush and I'm going to pick up some Flamingo Dream. Yes. And I'm going to work that just below that first shade we used. And I'm going to wing this out, motioning it kind of up towards my brow. The tail of my brow. Oh, that is such a pretty shade. Now that I have that at the opacity I'm happy with, I'm going to use that first brush and buff along those edges, trying to make it look not so harsh. Now I do want to mention that, I mean, you do get some kick up with these shades, but that's as long as they perform smoothly, that doesn't bother me. Now I'm going to take my Sigma E42, this even smaller brush, and pick up some of this Modern Love shade right here. And we're going to go even tighter into that crease with this. Still doing that motion where I flick it up a little, because I want this more like a cat eye look. After I get this down, I'm gonna cut my crease with my Tarte Shape Tape. Alright, after I let that Shape Tape get good and dry, I put down a little of my NYX glitter primer as per usual. And I'm going to start out with the Luxie 245 brush here into Rose Bunch. And I'm going to start stamping that on this first portion. Oh. Now I'm just going to flip that brush over and pick up some mixed emotions. And start just slightly on top of that Rose Bunch shade. I kind of just want this more in the center. Then I'm going to switch this brush off and do some Ruby Spar. And put that on this outer portion. Let me try my finger. Oh yeah, that's much better. I think I'm going to try my finger in mixed emotions too for that center, because I didn't like the way it applied with the brush. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay, I was a little disappointed at first, but with the finger, that's not bad at all. Now that we're kind of to the point where we have both eyes caught up, I'm going to take my Suva Beauty 620 brush that comes with their little hydro liner, and I'm going to pick up some OK Boomer out of the jar, because I have been dying to try. I love the pots I got from the last collection they came out with. And I'm going to take this and do like follow along, if that makes sense. Okay, so I just wiped that same brush off really good, and I think I want to see what Prissy looks like as well. So we're going to pick up a little bit of that on our brush. And okay, we can skip that step because it's not darker than the pinks that I use. So let me get the rest of my face done, and I'll be right back. And there's the rest of the face done. All products will be listed in the description box as per usual. And yeah, but I do want to mention the lashes are Anastasia Beverly Hills Dreamy, and the lips are Melt Rebound. Pretty pretty. I thought it would look nice with the lip glosses we're going to try a little later in the video. So yeah, let's finish this lower lash line. Oh, and I took OK Boomer, that silver that I lined the top, and I put it in my waterline. I don't recommend that because it irritated the, you know what? Yeah, it irritated the total shit out of my eyes. But I do wear contacts, so fair warning for those of you wondering. Anyway, like I said, let's get back to this lower lash line. So I kind of want to bring out that silver in my waterline, that OK Boomer. I'm going to take my e.l.f. little flat brush here. I really wish, hold that thought. Okay, so actually I'm going to take my ColourPop one because it's a bit skinnier. And yeah, I didn't want to use it, but I switched it off and yeah, wiped it off as good as I could. So I think I'm going to pick up a little bit of GF right here, which I'm assuming might mean girlfriend. I don't know. And I'm going to stamp this really close to that lower lash line, about halfway. Yeah, that brings out that silver just like I wanted it to. Now I'm going to use that E25 that we used in that Flamingo Dream shade, and I'm going to dip in just a little bit. And I'm going to smoke this along that lower lash line. Like I said, if you wear contacts, I definitely recommend not trying to put that eyeliner. I still can see little chunks trying to get on my eyelash, or my contact. Anyway. I love this shade. It really does remind me of a flamingo. Now I think I'm going to take this Farrah pencil brush into Pink Noise right here. And I'm going to put this, I think I'm going to spray it in light of how the other ones worked better with my finger. And I'm going to pop that in my inner corner. Oh, look at that shift of pink in that. Ooh. I thought that was going to be just like a white shimmer, and that's definitely got a pink to it that I can't lie. I like that. Ooh. I think I might hit just the tip of my brow bone with that. I really like that. Ooh, what do you guys think? Okay, let me hit up this lower lash line, and we will, with mascara, and we'll get into the lip glosses. Alright, so if you know anything about this launch, or if you remember from the beginning, this came with 4 lip glosses. We have Sucker, Johnny Rose, Stupid Cupid, and As If. So, let's get to some live lip swatches, shall we? Okay, so we're going to start out going darkest to lightest. And we're going to start out with As If, which is the black. And we're going to put it on top of this Rebound shade and see what we think. Alright, that definitely took this to the next level. And yeah, this is As If. What do you guys think? Okay, so and next up I added some more Rebound because why not? And we have Stupid Cupid. And yeah, let's see how she applies and looks on top of this Rebound shade. If you want to see these on top of maybe some other lipsticks, just let me know. And when I do my multi-looks one video, I'll use a different shade of lipstick with a different lip gloss each time. Okay? And that is Stupid Cupid on top of Rebound. Okay, so the next two are a bit lighter, and I decided to put On the Go on my lips for the next two. So, yeah, mix it up a little bit, I guess. The next one is Johnny Rose, and let's see what we think of this guy here, shall we? And that is Johnny Rose on top of On the Go. Okay, last but certainly not least, we have Sucker. And again, I put the On the Go on my lips. So, yeah, let's put this baby on. And that is Sucker on top of On the Go. I do want to mention, to be extremely fair and honest with my review, I can definitely feel the chunks of glitter in these lip glosses hella big time. Like, big time. I don't want to exaggerate at all. You can definitely, when you do this, it almost feels like it's exfoliating your lips. You can feel that glitter so much. So I do want to add that for those of you who would not appreciate that on your lips at all. And in the efforts of honest reviewing here, for me, I'm not sure how I feel about that chunkiness of that glitter, but yeah, it's definitely beautiful. I can say that. For pictures, it would be stunning, of course. So yeah, this is the final look, of course. We'll get to some swatches and then some swatches of the palette, of course, and the eyeliners, and I'll even do the lip glosses by themselves, and then we'll get to some final thoughts. And those are the lipsticks. This is Sucker, Johnny Rose, Stupid Cupid, and As If. And hang on, let me turn my lighting down. That's with just the natural light in my house. And that's with the ring light on. Okay, so some final thoughts. I really love the eyeliners, of course. I think they're beautiful. I think they go on extremely creamy and they dry down. I mean, even my wing liner is the melt from the Morte collection. The lip glosses, I personally will only use them probably for pictures, or, you know, if I happen to somehow go somewhere where extremely glittery lips are the thing. As far as the eyeshadows go, I was really surprised at how much drier this formula is than the other palettes I have from Melt. Of course, I have several. If you've been watching my channel, I have even several up on my channel if you want to go watch those videos if you're a huge Melt fan. This is actually a baby wipe when it comes to the eyeliners, I do want to mention. But yeah, I was really surprised at how much drier this formula is than the other formulas. I will be very curious to do a like a 3 looks 1 palette with this and use all these shades. I was, I'm not gonna lie, when I used these shimmers on the eyes, I'm used to my Melt shimmers being really creamy and buttery. I found that when I do put my fingers into these, I mean, they don't feel anywhere near as buttery as my other Melt palettes. And I did find I wanted to use a finger when I did use them. So like I said, I'll be really curious to see how I feel after I get done with a multi-looks, like a 3 look 1 palette deal. Because, yeah, I want to see how these wear throughout the day, how they, you know, how all the shadows perform, things like that. But all in all, I think this eye look came out beautifully. But, well, my final thoughts will kind of be in that 3 looks 1 palette video, because as of right now, I'm kind of surprised at the formula. So we'll see how these shadows hold up throughout the day to see, you know, my final thoughts. Anyway, that was extremely long, wasn't it? Anyway, okay, so I had to take the lip gloss off. It was bothering my lips. And I ended up putting X on from Melt, another lip product or color that I like. Anyway, some final thoughts about this palette. Let's get into it right now. Definitely a drier formula than I was expecting from Melt, but I think this eye look came out quite beautifully. That being said, the shimmers definitely were applied best. The ones that I used were applied best with my finger. They were not what I was expecting from Melt, because my other Melt palettes are thebomb.com, and they definitely are brush friendly, the shimmers in them, and not quite as dry. That being said, the lip glosses are kind of a dud for me too because of those chunky glitters. A little too chunky for me. Like I said, they feel like a lip scrub to me. And I'm not feeling that. I have lipstick on my teeth. Okay, That's much better. Anyway, so the eyeliners I love. I love the eyeliners. The palette I will definitely do a 3 looks 1 palette with to get a final thought on how they all perform before I give a total opinion. Like I said, they're a little drier than the other palettes. The formula is, but that may just be because of the colors. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's going to wrap up another Teresa Tries Tutorials. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate having you here. I hope you'll take the time to like this video. And if you're new here, subscribe to my channel. Anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful night or day wherever you are. And we will see you on the next Teresa Tries Tutorials. Bye, guys.